Hi, my study bees. How are you all? It's been a long time since we last spoke to one another. This one is actually a very impromptu video. I just got back from work, which is why I might be looking very dull right now. And I was not feeling like doing anything, although I have a lot of thesis work pending to do. But I was just feeling very dull. I was kind of missing home, BHU, my friends, and my hometown. So, I thought that it might cheer me up a little if I make a video for you guys and spoke with you. So here I am with my phone making this very impromptu video. The only topic I could think to talk about right now was INI-CET because the exam is very, very near. I know what I was feeling exactly 15 days before this exam, the kind of situation I was in. Very, very troubled circumstance. Nonetheless, this exam did really teach me a lot and has a lot of importance in my life as to the kind of person I became while preparing for this exam. There are not many points that I would want to discuss, just a few subtle issues, or you can say advices that I would like to give to you guys because I'm sure by now you would have seen a lot of suggestions and advices and strategy videos by a lot of mentors and teachers on YouTube and on other platforms. And it's not like that I would tell you something that would help you crack this exam in 15 days, but I'm definitely going to tell you a few points which will actually help you understand what this exam expects out of you and what you should expect out of this exam and what you should expect once you have cracked this exam. Beginning with my first and very important point, which I have been stressing in my previous videos as well, is that you have to believe me when I say that INI-CET is a very, very crackable exam. You just have to give it an honest try, which a lot of people don't. I have heard like so many people say that I'm just preparing for NEET and I don't think INI-CET is my cup of tea, or I don't think preparing for INI-CET is worth it. But let me tell you, people, that INI-CET is a very unpredictable exam. Anything can happen in this exam. The best part about INI-CET is that you do not know what to expect, which is why I would say that no matter in what state you are right now, how much prepared you are, just give this exam a honest try. There are 2 points for this. First of all, the exam per se, the pattern and everything is not very predictable. Secondly, this exam will definitely not judge you just on the basis of your knowledge. At least that's what I have observed about this exam. It will judge you as a whole. It will judge you based on your knowledge as well as based on your question solving ability, your analytical skills, critical thinking, your observations skills, how good you are at handling pressures, how good you are at understanding subtle hints, uh, how confident you are about yourself, and it will judge your whole personality. So it won't just be about how prepared you are in the past 3 months or 6 months. It's actually going to judge how you were in the past 5 years or maybe even before that. So it's definitely worth a try. And even if you're preparing for NEET, just take it up as a random GT. So and you will definitely feel better taking this exam. Second point that I wanna tell you guys is that I know by now you have your strategy in place. You all would have prepared in a way that you can revise in the last 1 week. You would have heard that everywhere. So I would just suggest that do not go for anything new. Do not suddenly make any changes into your study plan. If you've been studying 8 to 10 hours per day, go with 8 to 10 hours. If you've been studying 12 to 14 hours, go with 12 to 14 hours. If you've been studying 16 to 18 hours, maybe that's a little too much. You can reduce it to 14 hours or something. But yes, what I'm trying to tell you is that you do not have to suddenly hike up the number of hours you're studying just because the exam is this close. Just go with your regular flow, go with your regular pace. Try not to be distracted by anything. Do not lose your temperament at this point of time. This is very, very important. Uh, do not carry the baggage of your previous GTs, of your previous ranks, previous scores, previous exams that you've taken. Think of this as an entirely new exam, because that is how it's going to be. I took INI-CET once, but even if I have to take it again, it's not like I can predict a lot about it. So take it as a fresh exam. Go with all your confidence. Go thinking that you have actually already cracked this exam. At least that's what I did. So do not let any kind of emotions ruin your temperament, ruin your calm. So moving on to my third point, but before that, just a reminder, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and share this video with whomsoever you think requires to hear this. Moving on to my third point, just 2 days back, I was talking to one of my friends who was allotted a seat through the stray round of counseling that just ended. I'm sure many of you would have gotten seats by now through this round. But guys, if you've been preparing for INI-CET or even for NEET, it's just 15 days for INI-CET. Take this exam at least once, because you have no idea how good these colleges are that are waiting on the other side of this exam. All the colleges that you get through INI-CET are extremely wonderful colleges, and you are going to have a great time if you can get into one of these. So irrespective of whether you've gotten the branch of your choice already through the straight round, or you've not gotten it, just go for INI-CET. Even if you are busy with counseling and admission in these 15 days, as I told, it's not going to affect that much. Do not lose your temperament altogether. Even if you can, revise a few hours every day, or maybe solve a few questions, or just to do the previous year questions is more than enough. But take this exam. And um, talking about previous year questions, if you are absolutely blank as to what you have to do, this is like a bonus point. That if you're absolutely blank and you do not know that it's just 15 days left to exam, what should you actually be doing right now, then I would say that just believe me and solve previous year questions, at least 5 years minimum. Or if you can, then you should do at least 7 to 8 years of questions. This is not just because INI-CET has a history of repeating the same pattern of questions, but also because your mind needs to be oriented to the type of questions that INI-CET asks, the way they frame the questions, way they form the options, you need to know how they will twist the statements. Um, by solving the previous year questions in these 15 days, you'll be able to orient your brain in the way the questions will be framed in the exam. And trust me, this will really help you in the exam. If you have prepared in the past 5 years, whatever you have learned, it will automatically come to your mind. Very subtle hints in the questions, you'll be able to catch if your brain is primed. Actually, primed is the right word, if I have to say. If your brain is actually primed for INI-CET type of questions. I was very disturbed, I think, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before my INI-CET exam, because my grandmother was sick. She was going through major operations, and I had to be with her in the hospital. So questions are all I did in the last few weeks, apart from BTRs and a few first aid points that I had highlighted, and certain things from my marrow notes that I knew I had to revise towards the end, some pearls. So those were like very little things that I could revise. I could not really stick up to what I had planned of revising. But on the day of exam, I felt that my mind was actually processing things better than it does usually, which kind of was because of the fact that I was solving a lot of questions in the past 1 week. The AIMS based questions, the INI-CET type questions, which involved a lot of critical thinking, which involved me not to get pressurized, which involved me to be confident, to understand the questions well, to catch subtle hints, to understand how twisted the statements can be, or how tricky the options can be. So I was able to catch those trick parts in the exam quickly, which is why I was also able to finish the paper in time. Otherwise, the exam was very lengthy. Most of the people ended up not attempting all the questions, not being able to read all the questions. And INI-CET is going to be like that. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very lengthy. You will not be able to attempt all the questions in time if you've not practiced enough questions previously. So just solve as many questions as you can. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. I'll surely drop another video before the exam and give you some last minute advices. Till then, take care of yourself. All the best. Prepare well. And like this video if you relate to everything that I've spoken. And share the video with your friends and family. And definitely subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this time when I was not able to be this regular on YouTube, but I do have a few things lined up. Till then, please bear with me. I'm really sorry that I was not able to be that much connected with you guys, but then I'll try. You whatever doubts you have, do comment. You can also connect with me on my Instagram, which is dr.manisha, and I'll try to reply to you guys as much as possible. I'll try to reply to all the comments that you guys put on my video. And yeah, that's all. Take care, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.